Hi friends, welcome back to another Monday musical moment with Miss Ashley. Today I've got another book for us to sing and read. This is a perfect summer book called Over in the Ocean, and this is set to a melody you might know, Over in the Meadow. So it's the same melody, but it's ocean themed, okay? All right, so in our book, we're gonna meet all kinds of ocean friends. So we're gonna meet 1 all the way to 10. So we're working on some counting from 1 to 10 in this book. And then we've got some motions that go with each of our ocean friends. So first we're gonna meet our octopuses. And our octopuses are gonna squirt. So you're gonna get your hands up like this and you're gonna squirt when we sing for our octopuses. So that's number 1. Number 2, we're gonna meet some parrotfish. And we're gonna put our hands together like this, and we're gonna be parrotfish that grind on the coral in the ocean, all right? So that's number 2, we're parrotfish grinding. Number 3 is gonna be clownfish like Nemo that are darting, and we're gonna move our hands really quick. We're darting through the ocean really fast, okay? That's number 3, our clownfish. Number 4 is our stingrays. We're gonna pretend like we're stirring. So our stingray is stirring on the sandy sea floor. All right, next we're gonna have a pufferfish. So we're gonna put our fingers together like this, and our fingers are gonna be that pufferfish going in and out, in and out. So go in and puff out. Okay, that's pufferfish. Next, we're gonna have our dolphins. So both of our hands are gonna be little jumping dolphins. Like to come up and jump out of the ocean over the waves. There you go. And then after our dolphins, we're going to have our angelfish. So this time we're gonna put our hands together like we did for our clownfish, but instead of going fast, we're gonna move very slow because our angelfish are grazing. There you go, just like that. And then after our angelfish, we're gonna have a needlefish. So we're gonna put our arms out straight like this, and they're gonna skitter. Okay, so this is how we're skittering for our needlefish. And then after our needlefish, we're going to have our gruntfish. And so we're gonna snap our hands like this and bring them together because our gruntfish come in a line and give each other a little fish kiss. And then our very last sea friend we're gonna meet are our seahorses. So that's number 10, okay? And we're gonna put our hands down like this and then bring our arms up and we're gonna flutter our fingers up and down. That's for our seahorses. All right, let's go ahead and sing our book. So I'm gonna try to remind you of the motions while I read and sing for you, but it'll probably be one-handed, but remember everything's two-handed, okay? All right, so we're gonna read and sing Over in the Ocean in a Coral Reef is the full name of it, by Marian Berkey's, illustrated by Jeanette Canyon. All right, here we go. So first we've got number 1, and we're gonna meet our octopus. And remember, our octopus squirts. So go ahead and get your squirting hands ready. Here we go. Over in the ocean, far away from the sun, lived a mother octopus and her octopus one. Squirt, said the mother, I squirt, said the one. So they squirted in the reef, far away from the sun. All right, what comes after number 1? Number 2. And now we are going to meet our parrotfish. And remember, our parrotfish grind just like that. Here we go. Over in the ocean where the sea grasses grew, lived a mother parrotfish and her parrotfish too. Grind, said the mother, we grind, said the two. So they ground on the coral where the sea grasses grew. All right, what comes after 2? That's right, 3. Now we are gonna meet our 3 clownfish. Over in the ocean, in a sea anemone, lived an old mother clownfish and her little clownfish 3. Now put both hands together and you're gonna dart like this. Dart, said the mother, we dart, said the three. So they darted all around in a sea and in a me. Good job. Now we're coming to number 4, and it's time to stir for our stingrays. Over in the ocean, on a sandy sea floor, lived an old mother stingray and her little stingrays 4. Stir, said the mother, we stir, said the 4. So they stirred with their fins on the sandy sea floor. Very good. All right, what number? 5. And now it's time to meet our pufferfish. Remember, both of our hands come together and they puff out and in, out and in. Over in the ocean where the scuba divers dive, lived an old mother puffer and her pufferfish 5. Puff, said the mother, we puff, said the 5. So they puffed in and out where the scuba divers dive. Very good. Now we're moving to number 6. Over in the ocean doing somersault tricks, lived an old mother dolphin and her little dolphin 6. Jump, said the mother, we jump, said the 6. So they jumped and they played doing somersault tricks. Great job, my friends. There's our 6 dolphins. All right, 7 is our next number. And now we are meeting our angelfish. And our angelfish are gonna grace. You're gonna put your hands back together, but slowly move them this time instead of fast like we did for the clownfish. Over in the ocean in their sea fan heaven lived an old mother angelfish and her little angel 7. Grace, said the mother, we grace, said the 7. So they lazed and they grazed in their sea fan heaven. There's our 7 angelfish. Oh, I love these. I got to see these last spring when we went to Key West. And we saw some real needlefish out in the ocean. It was so neat. All right, so 8 needlefish, and your arms are gonna go out, and we're gonna skitter. Here we go. Over in the ocean, very streamlined and straight, lived a mother needlefish, and her needlefish 8. Skitter, said the mother, we skitter, said the 8. So they skittered through the water, very streamlined and straight. Okay, we're getting close to the end. Number 9, it's time to meet our gruntfish. And these are our fish that come together and give a little fish kiss. Over in the ocean, drifting in a yellow line, lived an old mother gruntfish and her little grunts 9. Grunt, said the mother, we grunt, said the 9. So they grunted and they kissed, mwah, drifting in a yellow line. There we go. Okay, friends, what's our last number? What comes after 9? 10! And it's time to meet our seahorses. I remember to flutter like a seahorse. You put your arms down by your sides and bring your hands up like this and flutter, flutter, flutter. Here we go. Over in the ocean in their turtle grass den lived an old father seahorse and his seahorses 10. Flutter, said the father, we flutter, said the 10. So they fluttered all around in their turtle grass den. All right, my sweet friends, thank you so much for singing Over in the Ocean in a Coral Reef with me today. I had so much fun with you. I will see you next time.